on. Let me put it this way. People want to talk about mental health. Again, that can't be a one-sided story either. When my mother was psychologically abusive, physically, both. Just wanted to share that. So if people want to jump down my throat because you think you're above me or you make more money or what have you, well, the abuse I went through, wow. Dan, can you answer me why I couldn't date the African-Canadian woman who had the reserve, just like Trevor Kent? I don't care about naming him. Why couldn't a certain individual attend our wedding? Was it him who had the reserve? My mother? People need to get over themselves when it comes down to it. And I had as much right to tell my side, especially when I went through some pretty heavy stuff. And none of that. People are, weed's a lot better for your body. That's all I got to say. So don't play a one-sided game about mental health with me. Finite. I get ripped off $2 million for a settlement. And if my brother on the game show Jeopardy says, what's my brother like? To fuck the dog. That's not being mentally abusive. And the little brat who screwed me out of the settlement because he was jealous of it. Yeah. Told me willfully interfered in my marriage. Would disown me with if I went back with another. Moreover, physically attracted to Shelley Goldring. So, yeah. I say I have a legitimate point and people just don't want to acknowledge it, but yet. The short-sightedness, especially when an observation. So I'm just rather annoyed with people for the stuff they've been through because they don't understand what I've been through. How would you like to be ripped off a large settlement that was rightfully yours? A surgical meshes get infected and people blow me over. And I don't care if my mom doesn't like it. Yes, I love my mother, but however, she was told by a former doctor you'd have to willfully interfere in your son's medical affairs. Again, who had the reserve? I think people are not being forthcoming.